Hi, today we're going to talk about gun control in America. Why is this topic trending right now in America? Um, is because there has been a series of mass shootings recently. There's cities across the U.S. that has taken research to find out what is going on instead of just finding information, and they want to take action to it. The top questions that they are asking in the past week has been: what is gun control? What can I do about gun control? What did Obama do for gun control? How many school shootings happened in 2018? Why we need gun control? This is sourced by Google. It's important also to say that gun control in America has been searched around the world, and countries are very interested in the actions that the government in the United States will take in front of the gun control because of the recent mass shootings. So why is actually this topic trending is because, as I mentioned, there has been a series of mass shootings around the US. The top 10 US mass shootings that has been recent, the number one has been in 2017 in Las Vegas, Nevada, in a bar which 50 people were dead. The second one has been in Orlando, Florida in 2016, in which 49 people were dead. And the most recent has been a mass shooting in a school. We're going to talk about a little bit later. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the news that it has been going on today as Tuesday 27 at 10 a.m. There is news when you search in Google gun control US news. The most consider the most topics that are more relevant are things like what control proposals are being considered. Even though this is for US, has been countries who are interested in countries outside the US that are interested in the actions as I mentioned. In this case, we have Australia and France. There is one news that says never again, the students pushing for US gun control, in which the students are trying to take action to make possible there is a law that the guns will be forbidden. There's other news like US control advocates exaggerate benefits of Australia, a guide of oncoming gun control marches. So I'm going to show you here a list of the last mass shootings since 1982 to 2018. As we can see here, the number one more recent has been in Parkland, Florida, in the school that is called Stoneman Douglas High School shooting. This happened this year, in which there has been a total victims of 31 people and dead 17. Especially because this was an attack for young people. People around the world is getting concerned that this might not be just terrorism from abroad, but it might be something that it can lead to a war in the country. We can see another one shootings that has been in Pennsylvania shooting where 4 people were dead. There has been another where 58 where people were dead, and that was in Las Vegas, Nevada. In Las Vegas Strip Massacre, there was a gay bar. On the community LGBT, that is a community for gays, feel very sensitive about this mass shooting, thinking that his own people is attacking them. As we can see from 82 to 2018, this data that is published by Google, but Mother Jones made investigation from the data from Google, there is 97 different shootings in the US in this small term. When has this topic trended in history? According to Google, from has been one of the most topic trends since February 18, 2018 until now is the main trend, but it has been trending and has had information since February 1, 2004. You can see in this Google statistics graph, and it has like a top high on around 2004, where was one of the biggest mass shootings also, and then where people were talking about whether they want to gun control and what they can do about it. Also, another things that related to gun control that they wanted to know was gun rights, Second Amendment, and right to bear arms. So the data by February 26, 2018 says that interest in gun control in the last 7 days, you can see that all around the US except for one state is highly interested in to know about what they can do about gun control. So we will see in this graph now the changes about gun control versus gun shop over the course of a year. So if you can see a year ago, the gun shop was, well, I would say around 50 something, 60 something percent of the US, or probably 60s, more to the 70s, has been searching about what gun shop, and the other percent rest has been searching for gun control. But now this past week, almost the whole country, but as exception of Kentucky, has been searching about gun control, and Kentucky is the only state that has been searching for gun shop, according to Google as well. So, where is the topic being communicated? This topic is being communicated in many news, in online newspapers, in websites, in regular newspaper, in blogs. People are commenting about it. Every single day there is news about it. So there is a question about, does the medium change the message? So I want to cite a McLuhan expression. He is one of the greatest sources for mass media and mass ecology as well. So he says that the medium is the message. So in my opinion now, that each channel has its own characteristics in informing its way to communicate to the people, and the way that they communicate, it will define, and how we perceive it will define who we are and how who they are, the people who communicate to us. So I would say that in this such a delicate topic, I don't think so that they are trying to transverse the message. So I will say that they are trying to be pretty formal and pretty strict with informing this topic. But however, there will be people who will take this in a positive and a negative impact. For example, now that there are so many shootings, people who are going more for the negative will think like they should have more gun control and should be prohibited. But people who are more in the positive aspect of the gun control will say something like, now that there's so many people shooting around the US, I am not protected, so I will protect my own with my own gun. So where to buy guns? But as we can see the trends on the Google statistics, it has shown that people are more interested in gun control nowadays than gun shop. So how is the topic potentially influencing society and culture? I will say that a lot. The culture is being driving potentially into a war, because people are, now it is getting mostly common to hear that there is a shooting somewhere in the world. And it's sadly to say that, but I feel like these attacks can be from terrorists or not terrorists, or people who are against and not obeying the law, will lead potentially into a war. Could be a civil war or could be international war. Also, I believe that the culture within the society will evolve. As I say, they will start getting used to some information that will change the culture, and also they will change aspects and how to react to it. The society will process in a different way all these mass events related to shooting. As I say, there will be people who will have it in a positive impact or in a negative impact. There will be some people who are pro gun ownership, some people who are against gun ownership.